So far, we've used two different ways to pass data from a controller to a view. We have used view bags and we've used a model. Both utilize a view data class, and that view data class is part of a view data dictionary. The limitation that we have when passing data to a view is that we can only pass one model object. So that is our limitation. And you already know the limitation of the view bag is that it's weakly typed. So whenever possible, you are going to want to pass model objects instead of view bags. Now you may be wondering, why do all the views use layout? Unless you indicate that the layout is null. The reason is because it is specified in a file called viewstart. And if you look, you'll be able to see this. If we look in the views below the folders, there is a file called viewstart. So let's open that, take a look at it. Basically, we've got one statement, and it indicates the layout is layout.cshtml. And that is why all the views are pulled into that layout. Now, you may have wondered, what happens if we create a partial view, right? We know what happens if we create a view that doesn't use the layout. Okay, so if we right-click and we add a view and we don't use the layout, then everything has to be in that view. But what happens if we do a partial view? I'm going to create a partial view and then I'm going to get rid of it. So we'll just call it test. So partial view, you still would have to add your HTML to this, but it does not include the layout. And because it doesn't include the layout, it does not use Bootstrap and it does not use jQuery. So what are partial views used for? They're typically used for AJAX or dynamically loaded pages. And so my little example here, if you remember back in your JavaScript course, we've got our JavaScript text here, and this would be a dynamically loaded page. Is this something that you need to worry about in this class? No. Okay, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. In this class, most of your pages are going to be using the layout. If it doesn't use the layout, you won't do a partial view. Okay, you just will tell it you don't want the layout and you'll put all the code in yourself. Okay, now I'm going to go get rid of that. So then you may be asking, well, why couldn't I just create a view and not use the layout and not do a partial view and load AJAX? You can, okay? So to me, the partial view is kind of useless, okay? But they have included it here. There are probably some people that use it, but for you guys, you're either going to be using the layout or no layout.